Hey guys, Shaman, Chris, here from Harper Therapy, and socially distanced,
Absolutely.
right? And we're here to talk a little bit about what today?
Well, today we're kind of talking about as this whole COVID situation transition, kind of moving back to normal,
Right.
what that new normal is going to look like, and maybe even identifying some of the pitfalls.
Right. So that whole new, what's going on, how we get, well, I just can't say how we get back to, but how we get into what's going to happen.
Time to lose the COVID-19 that I put on.
So I guess the first obvious question is, how will that be different?
Well, when we have to look at crisis historically, okay, crisis historically has kind of two elements that are reactive. And this is a crisis. There has been more people lost.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and even just pure numbers, there's no denying. Look, we've lost more people than were lost in the Vietnam War.
Right.
Okay? So it really is a very significant event, okay? And we don't ever want to minimize that. That's kind of first and foremost, to recognize it for what it is.
Right.
Okay?
It is traumatic.
For a lot of people.
And it's scary, and it's all the above.
And that has a lot of profound implications attached to it. But the other portion is looking at the typical reactions, okay, which the probability, okay, of regression or moving back, okay, is always equal to the possibility of innovating and moving forward.
Sure.
Okay? And it's kind of like, how do we identify if we're regressing versus innovating?
Sure.
Okay? And kind of the first thing I kind of look at is, sometimes we just have to acknowledge some of the differences. What's changed? What's different?
Right. A little bit of grief with that. A little loss.
Absolutely, a little bit of grief. But Sherman, let's look at all the things that have changed. Okay, major shift in the job market.
Right.
Okay, emphasis and focus on technology. Things have changed at all levels: micro, meso, macro, systems, people, neighborhoods. Okay. Even think about greetings, handshakes, hugs, kisses.
Cool.
Okay?
We were just talking about the whole work from home concept, right? About how exhausting that can be. It's like the dream. Everybody wanted to work from home, and now everybody's doing it. Everybody's like, oh my God, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Okay.
Right.
And again, like anything else, it has its benefits, but there's like that learning curve to it. Okay.
Right. And the stress and the anxiety and all of the I'm so tired.
Absolutely. And then you go to the store, and there's people wearing masks. And people at the store, and you can't come in if you're not wearing a mask.
Right.
Okay. And you have to stay on 6 foot distant line, which, by the way, I love.
Okay. Right.
but it's still just all these things are just different. Okay. Right. And when anything changes, the old saying, okay, that the hip bone's connected to the leg bone. And little things and nuances change along with it.
Right. So it's like a ripple effect, affects everything.
Absolutely. And then look, social anxiety, generalized anxiety, depression, people who sometimes have challenges with communication.
Sure.
Okay. All of that has changed. Okay.
Right.
Manners. Okay. Everything is just going to look a little bit different.
Right. No, that's very true. So that kind of sets us up for what does transition look like?
Well, when we look at that transition, okay, as I'm advancing in age. Okay.
As I'm a person that doesn't like to transition anything anymore.
Okay. You realize, okay, that the expression "only fools rush in" has meaning.
Right.
Okay. And I'm going to hit you with another cliche. It's that slow and steady wins the race.
Sure.
Okay. And when we look at right and we look at making changes, it's identifying those sources of stress. Right. It's identifying those triggers, those exacerbating factors, okay, and then having another script to deal with them.
Right.
And it sounds easy.
Yeah, I was just thinking, well, that sounds awful simple on face value, but getting there is like a whole complex challenge.
Well, and think about it, okay? Resistance to change, that's normal.
Right.
Okay, if things were working well for me, why would I want it to change?
100%.
Okay, hey, a lot of things were taken away from a lot of people.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And I think it's important that we recognize a situation like this. It's almost like global/communal grief.
Sure.
Everybody knows someone that had
affected
a loss.
by something here, whether it's job loss or financial hurt or you know.
Yeah, a loved one dying, a
Illness,
cousin
sickness,
dying.
death, right.
Absolutely, and the impact is large scale. The impact is profound. Okay, so at this point in time, we have to look at that grief and how it attaches.
Right.
And look, what do we know about grief? We know there's the multiple stages. We know there's denial. We know there's anger. We know there's bargaining. Okay, we know there's depression, and we know there's anger. Okay, and finally,
I think I'm somewhere around anger.
Okay, yeah, right, exactly. Okay, and recognizing that and realizing, oh my gosh, guess what? There's now barriers that weren't there before.
Right. It's harder to do everything now.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And will it get back to normal? Absolutely, but it's going to be a new normal. Okay,
Right.
and that's where when we look at the therapeutic relationship and coming to see us at Harper. Okay, right now, if you are stuck, if you are struggling, okay. If you're having adjustment issues,
Right.
okay, even if you're having that anticipatory grief,
Right.
okay, that's what we do best.
Right. Right. We can help you navigate that. We can help you walk through it.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you can use some help, you can give us a call at 813-434-3639. And since we're so socially distanced, I have to walk way
And I'll lean away.
over here
Thank you.
to turn this off. You guys have a good day.